Hey, what's up? My name's Michaela, or as I like to go by, Chael. And as you can tell by the title of this video, this is gonna be like my vegan story. This is actually my first video on this channel, and I just wanted to kind of introduce myself and say what's up. Due to the fact that this is gonna be a vegan and lifestyle channel, I wanted to say how I got to where I am today. Don't forget, before I get started, to hit the subscribe button and check the description box down below for all my social media links and the link to my blog, Plant Based Babe. There's fun stuff on there and cool things. Anyways, I guess I'll hop right into the video and how I became vegan. I am turning 23 at the end of March, and that'll actually be the mark of my third year being vegan. I went vegan on my 20th birthday. That was my birthday present to myself, and yeah, my life's been changed and I love it, and I don't think I'll ever go back to a standard American diet or any kind of meat eating diet ever again. Didn't go vegan cold turkey, as they say. I didn't just quit everything and decide to be a vegan. I was a pescatarian for about 2 years, maybe a year and a half, when I decided to go vegan. I'd always considered myself an environmentalist, and after doing a lot of research, I realized that you technically can't call yourself an environmentalist and eat a typical diet, because animal agriculture is the #1 source of greenhouse gases in America, and I live in America. So that's just completely being the opposite of an environmentalist by contributing to the #1 source of greenhouse gases and the #1 source of the cause of climate change and all that stuff, and deforestation, everything. So I had gone pescatarian originally just because I felt like it was healthier. And I really didn't want to give up sushi by going vegetarian. Sushi was my favorite thing, and it still is, and vegan sushi is just as good as regular sushi. Don't let anybody kid you, it's delicious. But yeah, so I went pescatarian when I was in college, and I consumed dairy occasionally if it was in my food, but I didn't drink milk. I would have butter, sometimes I'd have cream cheese. If there was milk powder or milk product in any of my chips or anything like that, I still ate them. So I started doing more research on the environment, and the whole thing of climate change was really starting to catch on in a trend, and you just were hearing it around all the time. And it was called global warming at the time, and it wasn't that long ago, it was only 2.5 years ago, but it was called global warming, and I was doing more and more research on it, and I realized that animal agriculture and fish farming and dairy farming and all of this stuff was helping to cause it. And I just not only noticed that for the environmental factors, but I noticed a huge guilt in me for participating in the cruelty that was happening to these animals all the time. People don't realize what goes on behind the scenes, and it kind of messes with you, and some people can accept it and continue to eat the way that they are, but I couldn't. So I immediately decided, you know what, that's it, I'm going vegan. And the next day I did, and I haven't turned back. There's a metaphor that I like to use for going vegan and being vegan. There's okay, so let's imagine you're walking down a path, and it's kind of like that poem by Robert Frost. There's you come to a fork, but this fork has 3 different paths that you can go down from this one path. One would be health, one would be environmental, and one would be ethical. So you have ethical, environmental, and health. No matter which path you choose down to go, you'll end up in the same place. So I like to use that because that's the same, that's with veganism. You have health reasons that you would go vegan, you have environmental reasons you would go vegan, and then you have the ethical. So the ethical is the cruelty against animals and the horrible, horrible conditions that these beings are put into. and you go vegan because you don't want to contribute that. You don't want your money to go towards that, and you don't want to be a part of their suffering because you don't believe that any animal should suffer for your benefit. There's one path to go down. Then you can go down the environmental path, and the environmental path is you don't want to be a cause of global warming. You want to stop deforestation for animal agriculture, and you want to help reduce your carbon footprint. And then you have the health, and the health is it's better for you. You'll feel better, it's disease curing, it's disease preventative, it's very anti-diabetes, anti-heart conditions, like it's being plant-based is the best diet for your health. So you can go down that road. No matter which road you go, you're still gonna end up being vegan. And once you get to that place of being vegan after whichever path you took, you'll care about them all. So it's a very rounded out kind of lifestyle. You care about the health because you feel better, you are better, you're healthier, you're slimmer, you're not carrying excess nonsense fat, you're not risking yourself with diabetes, you're not clogging your arteries, your skin will get better, your hair and nails will get better. Like, I know females care about that stuff because I care about that stuff. And then as the environment, like I said, you're reducing your carbon footprint, you're saving so much water, you're saving so many plants, you're saving like feet of land. And then there's the ethical, and you're helping to not pay for the cruelty towards animals. You're helping it go less because less of it's selling, and you are just not a personal part of it. No matter that it's continuing, you're not contributing to it, and your money's not going to those companies and going to that cruelty. So you feel better on an ethical standpoint. I believe that I went down the ethical and environmental. I chose both of those when I first started. I really wasn't paying attention to health. I've always been very healthy. I've always been very slim. I've always just been pretty fit and in good health. So I didn't think about it for that reason necessarily. I thought about it more as like, don't want my money going towards this cruelty, and I also don't want to call myself an environmentalist and not actually care about like the biggest threat in the environment. But guess what? Now I care about my health, and now I'm so into it. Now I'm into the nutrition side of it, and it's great, and I love it, and I feel healthier. My hair is healthier. My nails don't like chip anymore. I have completely like lost all the excess fat on my body, but like I still eat so much, and like I have like I'm just like better. I feel better. I am better. I have more energy, and it's just great. So the health side of it is great. Especially because I have diabetes in my family, and I have like cancer in my family, and I have high blood pressure and that kind of stuff. So knowing that I am eating to nourish my body and not eating to contribute to those in my genes, then I feel better about it. So yeah, that's my vegan story. I guess that's really like the journey of how I got here. And like I said, it'll be 3 years in March, and I'm so excited. I'm really excited to be like, I've been vegan for 30 years. That's my goal is to be like 80 years, even though I don't know if I'll live to 100. But, you know, just be able to say I'm vegan for life and forever. And I'm excited about that. I just wanted to kind of like, you know, tell my story and get that out of the way and talk about me. In the comments below, let me know if you're vegan and how long you've been vegan. I would love to know how long people have been doing this lifestyle, and what your favorite part is, or why you went. What path did you choose, and where do you think you are now on that path? Do you think you're in that same area of like you care about everything equally? Are you in that last city of veganism down that path, or are you still walking down one and learning about the others? Let me know. There'll be some really good stuff linked down below. Like I said, don't forget social media down there. Follow me on Instagram. My blog will be down there. Some videos that I think you should watch. And yeah, that's essentially it. So I will see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. All right, bye.